Welcome to another episode of Listening to Your Network series presented by VIAVI Solutions. My name is David Parker and I am a systems engineer. Today's topic is why network and application monitoring is missing the mark. Let's get started. The reason that network and application monitoring performance solutions are missing the mark is because the big players in this space do not use real-world mentality when creating or building a solution. They are stuck in this 20-year-old mindset that can't keep up with the challenges of today's IT organizations. Let me explain what I mean. My account manager and I were reviewing some old sales presentations to pull out some useful content, and we noticed that in those presentations, the talking points and challenges that customers face were exactly like our presentations we have today. The interesting thing, or should I say the disturbing part of that, is that those presentations that we were reviewing were over 10 years old, meaning nothing has changed in over a decade. So that revelation was the main reason I created this video. The problem is we haven't changed our mindset fundamentally. The traditional approach has always been the more data the better, meaning the more analysis or KPIs or statistics we can provide, the better off the customer will be. This has created a drowning in data approach which is extremely ineffective. To add to that, the statistics that are provided have absolutely no context which could help you interpret the value of that statistic, which just compounds the problem overall. It's not surprising that customer challenges haven't changed in 20 years. So I mentioned that network and application performance vendors were, quote, missing the mark. I want to put this into real-world mentality based upon how we think as human beings, so you can understand how they are missing the mark. As we discussed, the two main areas or scenarios are, number one, drowning in data approach, which is the more data is better mentality, and number two, statistics without context, or what I like to call flat statistics. Here's why that is wrong in the real world, and also why it's not working for customers in today's NPMD space, where they are trying to resolve network and application performance issues. First, imagine you walk into a medical clinic and you're required to do a blood test. Would you rather have the clinic provide you with a 5-page report of all the different medical measurements, blood levels, good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, etc., so that you can sort through all those values in order to self-diagnose? Or would you rather have a doctor look at the results, analyze the results, and provide you with a simple prescription? What I am trying to say is, would you rather drown in data or be given the resolution? Who's got time to try to figure out 5 pages of statistics, and who knows what all that means in the first place? Which statistic is more important to pay attention to or to prioritize? These questions can only be answered by a medical doctor. Regarding the statistics without context, which really compounds the problem significantly, you are forced to stare at a flat value which limits your ability to understand the true meaning of the statistic itself. Let me give you an example. The only way to truly understand if your utility bill is good or bad is to know what it was last month and the month before that and so on and so forth. Actually, the real question is, what was the cost for this same month last year and the year before? What you are doing is you're trying to figure out normal versus not normal, versus a little bit higher than normal versus a lot higher than normal. That's why energy companies are starting to trend your usage or cost over time so that you can get an understanding of normal. Wouldn't it be nice if your monitoring solutions took similar approaches to analyzing performance issues? Here at VIAVI, we do think differently, and here's how. On the left, you can see the other vendors' approach to helping you solve issues. You'll notice a lot of statistics. As a matter of fact, you'll be able to see every statistic or KPI you can imagine. You'll see fancy graphs and charts, and you'll see a lot of them. You might think you're getting all the necessary information, but really, you're just getting overloaded with information. The industry calls this death by metrics or drowning in data. On the right, you'll see VIAVI's approach. You're looking at a doctor's prescription, which is simple to understand yet allows you to quantify the impact of the problem. In other words, is it good? Is it bad? How bad is it? Etc. And it allows you to focus on the right problem domain. This is true user experience scoring. I hope you can see that less data is more. It's much more time savings. It's much more simple for everyone to understand. And that's because we have an additional layer of analysis on top of just gathering statistics, which diagnoses the issue. It's like having a built-in full-time doctor assigned to your organization's IT groups. You'll stop drowning in data because VIAVI provides a lifeboat. VIAVI also takes a different approach to reporting on statistics. When you do have to analyze at this level, we want you to understand the true meaning of each value and not just be staring at a flat, meaningless number. On the left side of the screen, you'll notice a bunch of values and everything is colored in black. They are flat and they don't provide any information as to the severity level or normal, or not normal, etc. On the right side is VIAVI's approach. Every KPI or statistic is color-coded so that you can understand normal. Blue indicates normal conditions, yellow means that the value is in a degraded condition, and red indicates a severely degraded condition. We can provide this information because VIAVI is baselining and trending every performance metric and every KPI or statistic automatically out of the box. We aren't just displaying metrics for the sake of displaying metrics. Here at VIAVI Solutions, we understand the real world and how people think in order to make the right decisions. We continue to help customers achieve operational excellence through meaningful and effective workflows, through high-fidelity data analysis, and simple to understand end-user experience scoring. So I ask you, go through your NPMD monitoring solutions today and ask yourself two critical questions. Is my solution just providing me with flat statistics? Is there any context around a particular value? Also ask yourself, do I feel like I'm drowning in data, especially when you have to defend the network 10 times a day or trying to resolve a complex application issue? If you find yourself relying on packet capture analysis a lot to fix problems, you may be experiencing extreme data overload. This concludes today's presentation. Thanks for watching. Please join us for our next topic in this series coming soon. For more information, please contact me, David Parker, directly using the email you see here, or go to our website at www.viavisolutions.com/enterprise.